Okay, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. What's that static? Must be Benoit's energy coming in. Let's see what we got. All right. I'm going to play a little longer intro just to get over these algorithms a little bit. People aren't getting notifications and all that good stuff. Got a little soul speak on the ascension that we all share. This unveiling, this apocalypse. You know, all this discussion of what is reality, conspiracy, heresy, truth that's stranger than fiction. Doesn't get any better than this. It's not just time to bring on the apocalypse, it's time to start riding it. It's not going to hurt us. Because one thing's for sure, in our conscious mind and even in our subconscious, if that's what you want to call it, we have always survived. And the reason for that is because we never die. So when it comes to ascension, what else is there to talk about? This ascension, unveiling, is not complicated. It's just a microcosm of the state of our being from any point, from this present moment to any point in our past. And in regard to the past, now we can look back to see, to awaken without the element of linear time. Yeah. Because the wisdom still comes, because the universe is never late. That means we can take from our past the powerful wisdom of the eternal moments, seen when we unveil the hurts and the blame given and received. You know, we've reached a point where forgiveness will cease to exist. Because perfection did not create forgiveness, but as a path to a higher perfection, a new reflection of itself, of ourselves. Yeah, it's true. It's just not necessary forgiveness, and neither is earth love. So we can stop chasing both right now and all the false securities and failed searches that go with the lofty goals of a moral world. Both the things that they put beyond our reach and the reasons they gave us for not being able to reach them. It's time to re-enter the fold of the immortal, the fold of the I Am soul. All right, how's it going, everybody? Second show of the day. We got Benoit in the house. This ought to be interesting, as it always is when he comes. Let me get him up here now. What is that? Very strange. Let me get him up here. Let's see. Here we go. Hello, Norway. Hello, everybody. Hello, Nori Love, and Yvette Jule, Beth Bouchlash. What's up, Benoit? You're muted. We love the way your face looks, but we want to hear your voice too.
Let's activate this. All right.
What's happening?
Wanted to keep the silence here, or keep an hour as long of silence.
Yeah.
In gratitude.
Yeah, a lot of heart expansion since Saturday, which was 8/8. Have you felt that? I mean, a lot of heart expansion, and I don't know, man. It's nice. It feels nice though. How are you feeling?
How's that?
That says it all. That's what we're moving to.
Thank you. Gratitude. I'm wearing blue here to express gratitude. That was what I was driven to do.
Yeah.
Energies.
Yeah.
Beautiful energy yesterday and today. Personally, beautiful. Getting back a little more aligned, but all beautiful. Gratitude. Thank you all for being here. Whatever way, shape, or form, dimension. So thank you for being here. I'd like to tell you how much we're all being loved. We all love each other. Thank you, Galactics, coming in here. All right, getting in line. See what we talk about. Maybe a little talk about my little perfection, a quote I got from whenever I do session with people. Sometimes beautiful things are coming as usual, but I had a definition about being perfect that came up. And perfection or being perfect is not about doing, but it's about allowing yourself to be. And that was, wow.
Yeah.
Perfection is about us. Allowing our perfection, recognizing our own perfection. Divine, all's perfect. No worries also was told. First thing to say while coming in, no worries. Safe. Souls, always good. Souls, good. Too much worrying. This is why you asked me how I was releasing and trying to be in the zone, 0 point, whatever you call it. Beautiful. Anchoring, beautiful. Coming back to self.
Right on. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I watched the show before yours, and then with Eve. Beautiful.
Yeah. Amazing, right?
Wow. Thank you, Eve. Thank you for sharing such a particular path. Powerful in a way. Not easy, but still empowering for other people. Sharing, and then how we go through things. We all go through things. Sometimes when we compare ourselves to other people, then maybe it's not too bad. Well, whatever it is there to have us evolve.
Wow.
Galactics are here to tell us we are here to evolve in our own way, our own self. No way, there is no one way to do it, to do things. There's no book, no instructions. Well, Galactics can help us with that a bit, just connecting with our beautiful light beings, guides, angels, archangels. They're there. They need to be asked. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. Very true.
They are here to be helpful, and they love it. They love us. Releasing just a little bit of energy, environmental, universal. Negative energy coming from the sun. A little cleansing here, okay. Sun is applauding our presence. We're beautiful beings here. Quite a game going on, indeed.
Yeah.
We're on this. We're all capable. We're all capable. We're all capable. Yes, we are. Releasing sun, beautiful energy, warming, shining, energizing energy. Thank you, sun. Sun, consciousness, beautiful. Sun, planets, galaxies, beautiful. I love it. It's so different from show to show. and I never know what's going to be coming in, and I don't plan. Sometimes I ask out of a curiosity, but still beautiful, Benoit.
It all has to
So,
come in the moment, right?
yeah, all in the moment, and then makes it so much more easy. It's all
Yeah.
gonna be good. Yeah. Still being asked to keep talking and then let people come in, some more people. Yeah, energy is needed. All the people we are going to be getting together, energize the whole planet here with beautiful, shining light energy. Light as opposed to heavy, but light. Beautiful light. Light energy. Beautiful. Don't worry. Let's not worry about what's going on in the news. Shut it off. Shut it off.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
No use in worrying. Can still plan, but no need to worry. No need, no worry. Releasing of that, voicing it out. I don't need to worry. No, all is good. Releasing tightness around the heart too. Sacral chakras. Sacred intervention. Beautiful being galactic. Arcturians coming in, Palladians, Syrians, all Centaurians coming in. Let's all join together. Beautiful. Thank you, Todd, for inviting me for being here, allowing people to share, and for allowing me to be myself.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you for allowing people to voice themselves. No worrying, beautiful. So, Todd, how was your day today?
It's been good. It's been good. I woke up purging.
For a change?
No, it wasn't too bad. I woke. It's been good. It's been real good. It's something's in the air, and as I look at the calendar in the bottom corner of my computer, it says 3:13, which is New York time, on 8:13. Can't make this stuff up, but no, it's I don't know. I feel like since Saturday, I don't know. It's just there's something. There's something.
Expansiveness. That's what's been coming up a lot in my sessions. So.
Yeah, definitely.
People,
I felt a heart expansion, huge. But there's something else that I'm feeling, and it's like there's something really good. I don't know how else to put it, but really good that's not going to go away now. You know how like we would get doses, like we have an expansion, and we raise our awareness, and you have these moments. We call it 5D or whatever you want to call it, and then you kind of drop down. I'm not saying that I'm not going to drop down, and I'm not even saying this is about me. I think it's a collective, but to me, there's like something good that's stuck, and it's not. I stuck as in like adhered to, and it's not going to go away. I'm sure there's still going to be ebb and flow fluctuations, but there's something about almost like, if it's like a stairway, and so you have, it goes like this, and so like what is now the lower part of the fluctuation is the old high, but there's something feels good. I can't explain it. It just feels really, really good.
What's coming in is some of the lower level energies have been or are gone or have been wiped, gone for good. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah,
indeed. So the lower level is higher. Just beautiful example, the staircase thing you said. We need to enjoy that each and every step, not wait. It's in the now, enjoying whatever comes in.
Yeah.
No, we need to wait for something. We call it. It's all good. It's all good. Control, not
and
the outside.
The
We
color
control
blue.
our own state of being.
Yeah. The color blue seems to be pretty prominent the last couple of days.
Expressing. Well, I'm being told I should wear white now. Let me go.
Yeah.
Go change.
Go ahead. You can change in front of us. It's all right.
Beautiful energy.
How was I don't know. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the last week, which I think everybody had, a lot of opportunity for expansion. But how do you feel about what's coming up, like the rest of the month? I saw a post today by our friend Sandra Walter, and she mentioned Lionsgate, and it closes today, evidently. And but that something that she put, I haven't gone to her site and read the whole thing, but the excerpt that she had said that the second half of August was going to be even bigger than the first half, whatever that means. Does that resonate with you?
Well, actually, what I'm getting is don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's the thing. You're right. That would apply. Maybe that's what's changed. We don't have to worry about anything.
Lighter energies are coming in. That's a little bit of a break. Maybe that's what you're feeling, expansion. So it goes in waves, So we're a little bit, and then have a break, and then we're back up. That's the nature of nature.
Yeah. Yeah. The seasons. There's no time but seasons. Cycle of resurrection.
Yeah. Down, up, down. It's beautiful. And then it's like 4 seasons for me. I love all seasons. I'm always looking forward to the next season, Yeah. It all depends, but
it's been a powerful summer. Powerful June, July, August. Very powerful.
Yeah, lots of energies. Well, what I've been getting lately a lot is energies coming in, but it's like the word that's coming in is chemically laden energies. To get things moving. Chemical, similar to food, like chemicals in food. It needs to be sent to people so they get triggered and then dissolved, purged, as you said.
Yeah, that's
personally, I'm asked to eat some chemically laden food so that even more energy. It's all energy, the energy of chemicals, etc. So it triggers again people into purging, into eliminating those type of energies. So I'm in a way I was going to say sacrificing. It's not really a sacrifice, but it is a service. Sometimes I have to wear or carry certain types of energies, but where I'm at, I can easily bear it.
Yeah.
So I bear it for the people, and then for the collective or galactic, or even sometimes during sessions.
What have you been picking up?
Triggering people into thinking I am something else. That's what I...
What?
Well,
like
that's,
Yoda? Like Yoda? Or Chewbacca?
I'm getting a yes on that.
Yeah, there you go. So, have you been picking up, has there been any anything coming in on your sessions that you're doing with people? I mean, is there anything in the field, or are they mostly when you do sessions on a personal level?
Yes, one-on-one. It goes with like the themes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, is there like a theme recently?
Well, you talked about expansiveness. Lately, people have told me sometimes I ask them when their session is done how they feel, and oftentimes they say, well, I feel this expansiveness, or like their energy feels. They feel like they're like the Michelin,
getting bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, Michelin man.
Yeah, like the one in Ghostbusters, right? No, but
Yeah.
that's true. Somebody mentioned that yesterday on a show yesterday. How they, and I know Morgan's mentioned it. I've experienced it. She was the first one I was ever around that experienced it, where you get really big, like a giant.
Yes. Sometimes it's kind of hard to put into words, I feel, some say, well, I feel lighter, or expansiveness, or calm, like in the 0 point. Sometimes at the end of the sessions, sometimes I'm guided not even to do some briefing, so we don't go back into the mental or debriefing, Just I'm being told, okay, leave it at that. Sometimes I'm told, don't say a word. Let the other one speak or talk, or just enjoy the moment. We have to go. We have to go with it, releasing, and then yeah.
Are you constantly in this state? Are you constantly connected and being communicated with?
Yeah.
So can we ask?
I can sort of turn it off. I can talk, well, I'm doing something, but then I just do, whoop, then coming in.
So can we ask now? First of all, let me ask you this. So your team, the energy complex that's communicates with you, I'll just say your team, are they made up of, is there a certain composition, a certain galactics, or is it just whatever energies coming in?
Well, pretty much I can connect with 98% of any consciousness.
Okay.
So it can be people's souls, or the discarnates, angels, archangels.
I mean, so
let me just get Arcturians, Palladians, races, Blue Avians, name it. That's what I'm getting. Just by saying that I was connected, I'm getting the info.
Let's get. Can we get some? Can we take some questions?
Sure.
Okay. So I can see my page on Facebook. I see the comments, and then also on YouTube. So there's a good 60 people on those two pages.
I'm getting number 4.
Number 4.
Whatever that is, where.
Delia's asking, which energy rays do you get the strongest connection?
Which energy rays?
Yeah, RAYS. Yeah, energy rays.
Arcturians, divine love.
Is the Syrian energy blue?
Blue is more like blue avian, but Syrian, what I'm getting is more like white.
White, okay. I just wondered.
Arcturian, more like yellowish.
Yeah.
Purple, some Syrian. And Syrian is more bodily like energies, but my own soul is I'm Palladian. It's more like water-like energy.
Mm-hmm. Morgan's like that.
Dolphins, whales, sometimes Lemurian, similar a little bit.
So
Arcturians are a little bit more physically related, but I can, the more I'm connected to, used to be Palladian, but as my soul has more evolved and then more able, or even here on Earth, more able to do things, I've moved up a bit, I guess. Dealing more with the Arcturians, which are in a way the ancestors of the Palladians. Palladians are younger.
Yeah. I've gotten that before. I got like Andromeda, Sirius, Andromeda, Sirius, Arcturian, Pleiadian. Kind of like. There's a couple of questions here. Adam Marquez, who's got great intel himself. He says, can you tell us anything about the 13D shift coming this December? Does that ring a bell to you?
Consciously, not necessarily. Let me see what I can get with that. Of changes.
Oh, you went mute. You went mute. You muted your microphone. Benoit. Oh, he's frozen. Or is that me? Unmute. Something happened on his end. Yeah, it's him. So Marita Batshashan, he'll be back. She says she was on the show, or she was on the one of the shows we produced, navigating through the 5D with our beautiful sister Sandra Mathis, and she was talking about how the galactics are now meeting her in a dome. So when he gets back, we'll ask him about that. Yeah, he must have he's just not there right now. Oh, he's gone. He'll be back. So yeah, there's one question. And then Janine's asking, is the divine feminine still healing her soul? Okay, he'll be back in a second. Oh, here he comes. Okay, we got you back.
All right. In the meantime, I was told not to talk about that subject.
Okay, we won't talk about that subject, Adam. But Marita,
not my field of expertise.
Okay, our friend from Portugal, Marita Shashan. So she was on a show that we produced last week, and she was talking about how the galactics, and she's been connected with them for like 25 years. She's been on the show several times, very legit. But she says lately that the galactics have been meeting her inside a dome. Does that?
Inside of what?
A dome, like a dome, like
at
a round
night,
dome?
Or
I don't know. But have you ever heard of that before?
No. What I'm getting is that they are closer. They are closer to Earth, and they meet inside a dome because they have to protect themselves from the Earth's energies and interference, other galactic interventions. That's what I'm getting. Interesting.
Janine asks, is the divine feminine still healing her soul? Or anything?
Absolutely. Yeah. Ongoing process, different levels from people to people. A little less stringent or poignant, or less hard, less difficult maybe, but still has to be done. Sometimes we can get triggered, but if we don't do the work, we still have it'll come back, you know?
Yeah. But I think in terms of, if we're talking about the collective.
Okay, energetically on Earth, I'm getting that 98% is done. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow.
Right on. That's a good sign.
Wow.
That's a very good sign.
Men is 25.
Men's at 25. Yeah. The masculine's at 25.
Not men, but masculine energy.
Yeah, I know.
Control and all, you know.
Yeah. That makes sense, though. Yeah. That makes sense. And of course, we know the math's different. That 25 could be made up in no time, but that makes total sense.
Whatever that number means, yeah.
And then in terms of like these interactions with the star family, I know we talked about this before, and I think you talked about how that the contact would be more on a personal basis as opposed to like a worldwide recognition all at the same time kind of thing.
Now
But
this part, yeah,
go ahead.
comes from us too. What I'm getting is we need to talk to them more. As I said, we need to ask, we need to communicate. Lots of info to be given to us too, as channelers too. The info needs to be disseminated, you know.
So
they are
it's
here. They are here.
yeah.
That's what I'm getting, and we need to get in touch. Getting out of fear mode in a way, it's just that consciously we may think we're not connected or we're not exchanging, but from soul to soul there's a ongoing interaction, and not judged by what we see or hear, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of work at night, of course, but still during the day too. Sometimes when I see things posted or some grid work or whatever needs to be done, and then there's some schedule being shown or asking for people to help, what I do, I just program my soul. I ask my soul, okay, at that particular date and time, do this or participate or do whatever needs to be done in everybody's best interest, including mine.
Yeah.
So I can do something else, and then I don't necessarily notice, but sometimes it's maybe like feeling energy or tingling or feeling tired because the soul is doing using some of the energy to do some things.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that actually today. I was gonna ask you one question. You know, a lot of people talk about the tones they get, or some talk about other things that are audible, and then they talk about, of course, some people see things, but I'm talking about something that's pretty common. One of the things that's happened to me a lot, and I think it happens to people, but I don't know, it's really increased lately, has been like a tingling, you know, like a tingling on certain parts of my body, particularly like my right leg. Um, it seems to come in a timely way, like the tones do, like, you know, when truth's being spoken or being heard, the tones will go off to say, hey, this is, you know, you're in alignment, or pay attention. And I know sometimes with Morgan and I, when certain things are happening, or maybe she's channeling, the tones will come in to confirm something. But this tingling, I mean, do you have any idea what that is?
What I'm getting, well, as you said, many reasons for that. Sometimes it's downloads, sometimes it's, but what I'm getting tingling is new energies too. You said the new energies coming in, but the new frequency of the earth is felt as tingling to some people. We tend to notice the changes, you know, because the earth has its own frequency, but it was pretty much the same frequency for a long time. So to us, we don't really feel it, you know. And then it's the little changing, the tingling, new vibration, higher vibrations. Sometimes it's new energies coming in, people's energies, the sun. Sometimes it's our own energy. Or also when we rise, a part of ascension, when we go from dimension to dimension, sometimes there's some ringing in the air, and it's sort of a symptom that we're moving in between dimensions, you know. And got a new dimension, and because it's a different frequency, we tend to notice it more, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody, Amanda's asked.
Just one last thing: people need to do some breathing temper it.
Okay.
Reconnect to the heart, and then re-anchoring, grounding, and then sometimes too much energy in the head, tingling also. That's what I'm getting. Grounding, anchoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for me, it's not uncomfortable, but I just wondered about it. Amanda is asking about, she's actually made a statement too, which I'm going to follow up on that one because we were just talking about that on the last show. She says, what can you tell us about 5G? I think you might have answered this already when you said there's nothing to fear, but is there any thoughts on 5G?
The higher your frequency, your vibration, your energy is, the more protected you are.
Yeah.
There comes a time when it won't affect you. It doesn't affect us.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
That's what I've noticed. At some point I was asking about that personally to my guides and everything. And when I had reached some level, my own frequency, I was told no more worries about that. No more worries. Besides the fact that worrying is not it's not a good vibe. But
no reason
okay,
for that.
well, 5G. There's so much to say, and what some people call conspiracy, but it's like coronavirus and the 5G and everything. I won't go into details, but they are interconnected.
Yeah.
5G.
A program is a program, right?
Yeah, triggering people and sites and everything, and then I just got a message in French, but everything's perfect in the best worlds.
Everything's perfect in the best world.
Yeah. In the best of worlds. That doesn't exist in English.
Yeah. There's a few
everything's perfect, divine. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And some of the 5G will be redirected for good use.
Yeah. Well, we're transformers.
Yeah.
People transform clouds, chemtrails, everything. We transform anything.
Yes.
I think that's, as I'm looking at some of these questions there, and I'm not complaining and I'm not taking shots at anybody. And this is one reason I don't do questions on this show, is because there's a lot of, I pick up a lot of fear-based stuff. And I think you actually answered that at the beginning of the show. I mean, the whole thing is anything presented to us is not bigger than us. It's actually part of us that we can work with in cooperation to transform. I like what you said about the 5G, that it'll be utilized, transformed and utilized in a positive way. Yeah, the fear stuff. Maybe that's part of I guess everything parallels, but it feels like.
Well, whatever the event or situation is being in fear mode is more detrimental than the situation oftentimes.
Yeah.
Vibrationally wise, it's like eating bad food. If you eat bad food, but then you feel guilty for the whole week, then this is worse than having eaten the food itself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like you were saying a while ago, you're being told to eat ingest something chemical laden, and in order to trigger you. I've never thought about it that way, but now the next time I crave a hot dog, I'll go get it.
But even that, this depend also on the person, where you're at.
Yeah.
It's like truth. I could say, this is true for me, but then if your energy is lower than that, maybe it's not all that good. It's that also I can deal with it. That's the important thing. I can transmute it. And often what I can also do is ask for any chemical in my body to be deconstructed. I can do that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
whoop,
I mean,
okay, that's different. Not everybody are at that stage. It's not that I'm the only one or I'm special. It's just that this is where I'm at, and then eventually people are gonna get there, and then they'll be able to deal with chemicals or whatever, and ask for whatever happens, or even nutrients or vitamins, minerals, and ask. Okay, I asked that do I need magnesium? And then they say, well, I can have the vibration, the equivalent of magnesium in my body, and create it, the sense, the feeling of it in my body, so it does something else. But even that, at some point when my body was carbon based, now it is crystalline based. So it's different, new paradigm. I'm told not to eat, but I'm still eating, but I don't need to eat anymore. That's what I'm being told. So depends where we are at, and then well, basically not worrying. Not putting our energy, our focus. That's even the corona and everything. This is not part of my daily. This is not part of my day thinking about those things.
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you totally. I mean, a fear-based program is a fear-based program. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, it's all the same thing. It's the same type of energy, which is basically an opportunity or a choice point where we're either going to give our power over to it, or we're going to stand in our power and expand it and work with that energy, or repel that energy, or convert that energy, or whatever we do. One of the things, though, that people have been talking about, if we go back to one more of the physical symptoms, is heating up, like the body heating up. I guess that's DNA. Is that DNA related?
Let me see. I haven't had those.
You haven't had that?
I have not had those symptoms lately. Lots of changes happening in the body too.
Mm-hmm.
Carbon, like we're moving from carbon to crystalline.
Yeah.
That is a sort of chemical or molecular process.
Yeah.
There's also a chemical or a heating process that is useful for purging.
Explain that.
It's like using heat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
To deconstruct and then purge some lower energies.
That's a lot better.
What I'm
than
getting
the other
is
way.
basic instinct energies, animal-like energies. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Everything's useful. That's what I'm getting here. And we tend to think it's symptoms and it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a sign. Symptoms also has a connotation that is negative, but it is a sign. It is information.
Yeah.
Something's happening or something.
Yeah. Oh, he did it again. I was going to say, there you go. You're back. You fell out for a minute. You're back. But like you're good. You're good. But like talking
weird.
to you and what you were saying a minute ago about the level that you're at, or however you want to put it. I mean, it would make sense to me that if we want to cultivate and enhance our natural abilities, because we're talking about natural abilities here, I mean, part of our natural nature, that if we want to do that on an individual level, nobody's going to do it for you. Now, I'm just making a statement. You can contradict, you can expand on it, but one, no one's going to do it for you, and two, it's not going to happen unless you attempt to do it. Ask for help, ask for an ability, or whatever. Let's just use an example, to say break down blockages in your body that are carbon blockages, or I don't know, another example might be teleporting or connecting to your higher self, or whatever it is. We can actually program our bodies. This is our Merkaba.
We get to a point where we can ask our soul to do things with our body. When my frequency, I've said this I think twice before, but when my frequency got higher and higher, at some point it was a bit too much for some people, or it was too different. So people weren't being attracted, or they felt it consciously or not. They were being, in a way, driven away, okay? And at some point I thought, well, what am I going to do? I want to be able to meet and help people, and there's still a little bit of 3D thing happening, so I have to earn a living a bit, you know. So at some point my vibe went up, and then something clicked, and at that point I started being able to really exchange with the soul. And then I said to the soul, can I ask you to do this and that and lower it? I was told, yes, you can do that. And then I asked, can you do this? Well, there was sort of no, the way I felt it is there was not necessarily a known solution for this, but then a week later I got a message, and it's like the galactic and the whole team got together to find a way how to do this. And they say, well, ask your soul, and then it'll do it on its own. So you ask it, and then you let it do it. It's like the unconscious that does things without you knowing it, you know. So you has to do it. Now going back to all this is about, well, some call it inner work. We have to address what we call. You can approach it from an angle. I want to solve my if I have rage, or I have a lack of self-esteem, or whatever. The way I went with it when I learned how to purge. I was using the pendulum at first. At first, I was asking questions like, "Well, I'm shy. Would anything behind that?" Yes, I would purge. I would address things, and then I started asking, whatever needs, what is the most important thing I should purge now? And then I went at it, just purging any trapped emotions, yes, from up until 10, up until 13, up to 12, okay, up until 50 years old, anymore. Okay, I went without knowing what it was about, and this automatically raised my vibration. So
so when you communicate, and you can
have just one last thing is yes, we have to do it on our own, but personally I think that sometimes you need a little hand, a little push, or if you're stuck in the mud, then you need a little push from somebody to help you. And sometimes there's so much. This is why some people are still, even the light workers, some with all the programming that's happened and everything, we're still blocked and unawakened, you know. And then sometimes there's some help that needs to be done, and then
but
now's the time. The energies are going so quickly, and then the purging happens faster too, a lot faster than before.
That's for sure.
And it's not time, okay, I'm gonna take now's the time. Now's the time to do it, and not feel guilty, or people say you shouldn't have any help, you should, we can all do this. Yes, basically, yes, I agree, we can all do this. We get to a certain level, we can, but we're still a little lower frequency wise, and our gifts, we're not aware even of our gifts. This is something I do sometimes with the people during session, and I love it. And I tell them, did you know you had that gift? Did you know you could do that? And they go, oh, really? Or I had somebody, did you know you can exchange with animals? Oh, really? Yeah, and I'm getting in, okay, try it now. Now? Yeah, try it now. You try it. And then they try it, and they say, how should I try it? Do whatever the way you want it. You visualize, or you say it out loud, whatever, you do it the way. And then they try it, and they go, oh, wait, I got an answer. Whoa, you know? It's sometimes this is useful. It's a bit sometimes, or mentoring, you know, how to do things. It's not, some people call it healing, or we can call it activations, or
activations. Yeah.
What's the difference? You're still helping if it's activations, but then you're still, I'm not doing healing with people. We don't, of course, we don't want to have people depend on healers or whatever, but we need to, and helping. That, I think one of the best things I heard this year is, if you agree with the fact that we are all one, then somebody else, if you help me, it's me helping myself.
True.
So this concept of having somebody else help you, if we're all in this together to help raise everybody's vibration, we're all in this together. We're working as a team, so we work together. See?
Yeah. What's the difference between our higher aspects on our team and our
is it separate, or is it myself? Or
like
same company, different department, or
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, and what I was going to ask you, I never thought about this before. But when you talk about communicating with your soul to reprogram or to align or to activate or heal, whatever you want to call it, you actually ask the questions. You don't command. Like some people will say, "Oh, I'll make a command or a declaration, like ordering, what I want." Versus, and when you said you ask, that seems to be
when I say ask, sometimes I ask to get information or to learn or to know how things work. Okay,
but it would seem like it's in respect to like the protocol, in respect to etiquette, I guess. That it would make more sense to ask a question as opposed to telling the universe. I don't know. What do you think?
What I would say is, if you do this out of respect, okay, this is good. You can have a particular protocol. I remember when I started, there was ways to do things, and you have to say this and say that to work for this. And then what I tell people is just, or some people, they say they talk to God. You can, like in French, you can use the familiar form or the polite form. The you. There's two U's. If it's out of respect, you can ask, or you can ask even, how should I ask?
How do I do this?
There's
and that's the whole point, is to ask. I don't think we talked about this a little bit last time, but asking, it just seems to be so important. Because
asking, what should I do? What would be best for me to work on now? Instead of having somebody else or whatever. But then the soul, I was able to talk to the soul only when my frequency got to a certain level. Okay, so like the communications channels, could communicate.
Raise your frequency.
Because I know sometimes if I lower it, sometimes my vibe has to come down to work with people. Then I lose that connection with the soul, and then whoop, it's like a radio dial, It's just tuning in the right frequency. That's how I do it now. But even now, that's done unconsciously. Okay.
So, is there anything you want to do before we get out of here? I don't want to run out of time.
It's already an hour. I thought, okay.
Is there anything? Is there anything you want to do? Anything at all that you want to?
Sending love, lots of people. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Anchoring the heart, expressing yourselves. Make sure you express yourselves. Being cool with yourself, easy on yourselves. We already did a bit of work earlier in the show about the universe, collective. Anchoring the hearts of people, that's what I'm getting. Maybe through watching some of the other shows I was on, you can see that on my page or yours. Love, 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 love. heart connecting. What I'm getting is maybe next time there's going to be a little bit more healing, collective and people, if this is something they'd like to do. No more answering of negativity questions. That's what I'm getting. It's all good.
That's why I didn't keep them going.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. But then within those questions, I had messages. Things had to be said about that. So it's all perfect.
Well, I mean, it really, it's not so much negativity, I guess, but I mean, it's just whatever we call it. But it's like they have one answer. There's one answer for all of them. You know what I mean? That's like anything that is a, an alleged threat. I guess we could put it that way. That could potentially take our power or some of our power away. We have the same answer for all of those, really. A multi-dimensional and a multifaceted answer, but it's all the same answer.
Well, yeah. Basic thing.
Yeah.
Higher energy, better. So just keep the good vibes. That's just.
And turn the TV off.
Boy.
Turn that off.
Boy.
Turn that stuff off.
TVs, movies, lots of fear-mongering stuff. Movies coming in this fall about the world being attacked.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Well, yeah.
And then there's TV series up here in Canada on the CBC. Maybe it's in the States too, about the world being War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
So,
well, even like I just popped on a video that had 200 or 300 people on it, and with someone that's prominent, and it was about it's about the threats, I don't know. It's just, I don't resonate with it. And I guess there's different pieces of the puzzle, different neighborhoods on the puzzle, different regions. I like this one. I like the expansion and reprogramming, unity, fellowship, and having conversations, especially with you.
Working together.
Yeah.
Understanding, tolerance, but that, but still it all begins with ourselves, within.
Right on.
So if you need,
So you're at a Benoit Bouliane.
That's pretty good.
Energetist.com.
Energetist.
Energetist.com.
Energetist, energy specialist, artist, enthusiast, protagonist. Energy. Energetists are the group of people who think everything is about energy and not about physical atom. That was back in the early 1900s.
Energetists. Yeah, I'm digging that, and that's true. Really, I mean, it really is. We just happen to have a physical vehicle, or but yeah. Anyway, so you guys,
take stay in the good vibes, and if anybody feels like needing a little hand so we could work together, just reach me on my Facebook page or
right on.
So
right on, brother. Well, we got to get. I can't remember. Is this the second or the third show today? I can't remember. I know there's 4. Oh, I still got 2 more. I got to prep.
So if you want to, I'm getting maybe a couple of weeks from now, whatever happens, if a little bit more healing, maybe we could do together.
I'll get with Leilani. We're in the middle of a transition at the moment.
Okay.
But probably won't really settle down till end of September.
Yeah, but, stay cool.
Yeah.
No need to worry again. No worries, people. No worries. Be happy.
No. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you all. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you, brother.
Very much. Love you.
Thank you very much. Benoit.
Thank you all.
See y'all later. Bye-bye.